BRP Can-Am Trikes are pleasurable because they're eye-catching. Most people think these trikes are charming and their eye-catching looks are striking. Let's face it, if you're riding something that looks good, it makes you feel good. It's like driving an expensive, exotic sports car that many people admire. Driving a BRP trike feels totally different from riding around on a bike that looks like a classic. You're either part of the future or living in the past. It's all up to you. Let me know in my comment section which ways Can-Am Trikes give you pleasure. Pleasurable because they're comfortable. Because Can-Am focused on specialized seating, adjustable components, and inherent stability of a three-wheel platform, they achieve a pleasurable motorcycle bike that can't be compared. And to this add lumbar support, twin floorboards, and handlebars customization, and you have a recipe for comfort. Also add to that electric windshield, heated amenities, and wind deflectors, and you'll be good to go. Safety, comfort produces pleasure. Let me know in my comment section on what comfort item appeals to you the most. In my comment section, let me know. But for now, it's on with the show. These trikes are pleasurable because they're smooth. Because of their tires, shocks, and independent suspension working together makes it so. You'll like that these trikes are smooth driving because most things in life are not smooth. So anything that has this attribute is attractive to you. You know instinctively that most motorcycles are not smooth. So to find this one is a wonder. These trikes are pleasurable because they're relatively quiet, and being that way makes them more enjoyable. When compared to all other motorcycles, BRP Can-Am Trikes are the most quietest bikes you can buy because of the way the engine and exhaust systems were designed. A person can think while their bike are on, which is a blessing because a person must be able to think if they want to be totally in control of their machines. These trikes are pleasurable because they're stable. When anything is unstable, it makes you feel discomfort. But when things are stable, you feel pleasure. All of Can-Am BRP trikes are rock solid, stable, which makes them feel pleasurable. Their reverse trike design makes them inherently stable, which is an inseparable attribute of the bike. The pleasure comes from knowing that you're riding on the most stable motorcycle platform ever thought of by science. These facts make you mentally satisfied. Leave a comment about if being stable appeals to you. Remember, stay to the very end to see why pleasure, safety, comfort wins. These trikes are pleasurable because they're multi-useful. Being able to use these trikes in different situations makes them pleasurable, from cruising to touring to daily commutes. Riding solo or with a passenger is all good. Going to Starbucks or picking up groceries is no big thing. Going across town or to another city is doable. From pleasure riding to group trips, it's all fun. Being able to do almost anything and go almost anywhere makes BRP trikes pleasurable and fun. These trikes are pleasurable because they're a glimpse of things to come. Representing things to come is fun. You'll feel like an ambassador of light on one of these Can-Am Trikes because people kind of perceive you as someone from the future that's riding something from the future. Association brings about assimilation, and pretty soon you and your futuristic trike feels like you're showing people where the motorcycle industry is evolving to. This is pleasurable and exciting and mentally stimulating. Do you agree with this point? If so, leave a comment. Pleasurable because they fit in everywhere. Fitting in everywhere is doable. Being able to get in where you can fit in is pleasurable because with a BRP Can-Am trike with reverse features and power steering, you can park anywhere. Also, since these trikes are reasonably sized, two can park in one parking space. Most other trikes can't do that. It feels good to be able to make way for your fellow rider or your significant other. In my comment section, let me know. Without further ado, it's on with the show. Pleasurable because they're nimble. Their agile and nimble handling is well known. In motorcycle trikes without power steering is not easy to handle, but a trike with power steering is. Like most things in life, the term nimble is relative. BRP Can-Am trikes are nimble when compared to all other motorcycle trikes on the market, which add to the pleasure of driving these bikes. Let me know if you agree. These trikes are pleasurable because they have no clutch. Being able to shift gears with no clutch is ingenious because it's less tiring and gives you less to do. You can enjoy your ride better without the physical need to manually fumble with this old-fashioned, outdated relic of the past. The use of a clutch should have faded away 75 years ago. It was never meant to be easy to use by ladies or men who enjoy low-stress motorcycle riding. It was always meant to be super macho. These trikes are pleasurable because they are proportionately sized. Being appropriately sized is psychologically pleasing. Like most things in life, when something is appropriate, it feels right. All Can-Am trikes are properly sized for their intended use, from the Rykers to the Spyders and the Canyon models. None of these bikes are too big or too excessive, and they are delightful to drive. While other manufacturers make huge bikes so they can charge huge prices in order to make huge profit. For this reason, it's more pleasurable dealing with BRP. Remember, stay to the very end to see why pleasure, safety, comfort wins. These trikes are pleasurable because they have automatic sound volume adjusting. On the Spyders, you'll get auto music sound adjusting, which monitors your music while you drive and slowly increase or decrease the volume to keep your sounds to appear level to compensate for road and wind noise. This makes your ride more pleasurable and your trips faster. You can adjust your settings to be mild or aggressive depending on the way you want your computer to do this function. It's a nice feature to have, and it's called speed compensated volume. These trikes are pleasurable because there's no other motorcycle that compares. The major advantages of the reverse trike platform is further enhanced by engineering all bleeding edge technology into these bikes. That's the only way to achieve maximum pleasure for their customers. These trikes are unique, and there's no two-wheel bike, traditional trike, or motorcycle can stack up to all the benefits that BRP Can-Am 3-wheel offers. They intentionally and methodically design these bikes with the goal in mind to make the very best motorcycle, period. No matter where the technology led them, no stone was left unturned. Let me know, do you agree? Bonus point. The emotional history of motorcycles versus BRP Can-Am. How did dangerous, crazy fun with motorcycles start? From the beginning, motorcycling was always dangerous. But then the government made it crazy by using them in World War II. After that, the motorcycle industry tacked the concept of fun to these machines in order to sell them to the general public. And it worked. And for decades, they milked it for all she's worth, never really improving them, never researching what customers really wanted. Just kept giving them dangerous, crazy fun. Because of BRP, in 2007, the whole game changed, and it ain't never been the same since. All the things that was wanted by the public, including pleasure, had been intentionally ignored. BRP engineered into their radical new reverse trike freestanding design everything that was missing since the dawning of the motorcycle industry, like pleasure and all the other things mentioned across all of my videos on my channel. Check them out. They're entertaining and informative. BRP was the first motorcycle manufacturer to introduce pleasure to bike riding. Now you can buy BRP Can-Am pleasure, comfort, safety bikes. I'd like to thank everyone for helping me reach 1,000 subscribers, and here's to 2,000 subscribers and beyond. I'll see you in the next one.